Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sorcery. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're just to join me today here in Mampang by the towers, and where last episode I think we almost got killed twice. Basically, I think we got killed actually over there, but only in the future, or in the past, who knows, timey-wimey stuff in this game. But today, well, we're gonna go into this nearby tower, and we're gonna take the path over to here, over to that way, and as you can tell, it all connects, so I think, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's find out. Oh boy. You approach the next weird tower. Well, they were weird? You could have told me that from the beginning! Anyway, wondering what you will find this time. This chamber is large, circular, and peppered with dark alcoves. The floor is pure marble, as are the walls. In the center, standing on a pedestal of rough stone, is a large stone sculpture of a ram. Okay, it's not a monster. It seems to be made of marble, although these rays here could be pretty much anything if it's polished. You kind of can't tell. Could be quartz, could be even wood, but of course it's said that it's stone, so yeah. So I'm gonna look around the room first, because the statue is not gonna move, I hope. You scan the room, nothing moves, but the darkness in the alcoves might hide something. Across the room is a set of double doors, large enough that 3 ogres could walk through. Another door leads north, but the path in that direction has crumbled into ruin. So it would be this way, rather, because north is to the left over here. We're looking like the dwarves do, with the east to the up. At least in Tolkien. I think, who else has that? I think the Mesopotamians had that as well. Let's see. So I can't cast a spell, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna search the alcoves. You pick one of the alcoves at random to explore. It seems bare at first, more of a stone niche than anything else, but then you see something piled in the corner. Study the statue still. You pause to admire the statue. It is twice your height, but cut smoothly into the glossy rock. Glossy, huh? So it probably is marble. The craftsmanship is impressive, sculptured fur that looks soft enough to touch. There is only one flaw. The eyes lack pupils and are instead solid white orbs. Well, that's not really a flaw, it's just, it's the artistic liberty, I guess. You cannot shake the feeling that the statue is looking at you. Just then, the statue behind you moves. I didn't know there was a statue behind me. Its marble body groans with strain as its head, oh boy, as its head lifts to face you. You shake it, it shakes itself, the stone flaking, 2 blank eyes stare you down. It jerks and twitches as it raises a leg. It brings a hoof down onto the stone. Boom! The air shudders with the force of a single step. Boom! The ram descends from the pedestal. Oh, that's the ram. Okay, I thought there was a statue in the alcove or something. The ram descends from the pedestal, never taking its eyes from you. Before you stands one of the Archmage's deadliest servants, the sleepless ram. Oh, I know. Oh, okay. So we know. I think the game is going to let us do something. You shift your weight, ready to leap or attack, but the ram simply stares, unblinking and unmoving. Then it takes one more halting step, lowers its head, and begins to charge. There is no time for any singing. Korga, can you please help me? I think Korga is going to help me. I don't need this healing. So please, Korga. You close your eyes, readying a prayer, but the charging ram catches you before you can issue a single word. Despite its jerky, unnatural movements, the ram is incredibly fast. You spin in the air before bouncing off the ground, dazed on the ground. You hear the thunderous steps as the creature turns. I'm gonna look around first. You look around just as the ram barrels into you once more. Caught by its horns, you are carried bodily across the room until the creature slams you into the wall. The marble cracks under the blow and you slide onto the ground, barely able to breathe. The thing backs off a short way, readying another charge. You get up to your feet, nauseous. By simply entering this room, you have sealed your fate. This is now a fight for your life. Okay, I'm gonna sink to it. You know the ram can be sung to sleep, but as you ready yourself to try, you realize Dintantia never mentioned what song to sing. Perhaps it's just music in general? No, I doubt it. So slang o slang heard in Carey. Analand lullaby. What the hell? Omana go Agiana. The chant of the monks of Efe. I have no idea. If I take damage each time I fail a song, that's okay, because I think I'll be alright. I'm taking 3 points of damage, so we have 9 points to go. We're gonna come out of this very, very badly. But the sleepless ram right there. The sleepless ram is a deadly statue in the Fortress of Mampang, but it can be sung to sleep. It doesn't say what. So we learned about the sleepless ram back in Carey. So I think the likeliest choice would be Slang O Slang. Although that's a god that these guys don't worship. So I think Man O Mana no Agiana, not Agiana or whatever. Let's go with that one because I don't think this is gonna work. Let's go with that one. Facing the ram, you sing the strange wordless chant you overheard in the monastery of Efe as best you can. The song does not put the ram to sleep, but rather causes it to charge straight at you and miss. You roll out safely to one side. You catch your breath and ready yourself to try something else. Let's go with that one. Okay, I take damage. Voice wavering, you try to sing the song of slang chanted in the temple of Carey, but the creature clearly doesn't care for the tune and charges. It knocks you down and narrowly misses crushing your skull like a melon as you scramble away. You're beginning to feel that Diantania was lying to you. No, I'm gonna keep going. You can barely muster the breath to sing anymore, so you whisper a soothing lullaby from your village. The song has no effect. You escape being gored by mere seconds. You're running out of songs. Not to mention the bravery required to sing them. The ram's hooves beat to the floor. Your voice dries up in your throat. Let's attack. The ram readies its stone legs for another charge. You just have to attack first. You could swap your legendary sword for your ordinary use in case the beast marble back proves too tough. So I'm gonna lose the legendary sword. I think I'm gonna go with an Analan sword. You leap forward, trusting in the strength of the sword, but has seen you all the way. That has seen you all the way through from Analand. But the blow merely notches the blade. Your blade ricochets back, staggering you. The ram, unfazed, dips its head low and whips upwards, catching you in the chest. You are sent flying by the blow. I can't Why can't I? Can I cast a spell here? I can. There's a spell. The fall. Oh, I can't. Damn it. So we got gum. We got dumb. That'll be an interesting one. We got also does. Slowness. That's a good one. Let's go with that one. You cast the spell and it seems as if the ram is plunged into water. It begins to charge and yet is hardly moving. You have a few moments in which to act. I'm gonna open the door. You tug on the far door of the chamber, but they do not move. The effects of the ram will not last much longer. Let's cast Dop. Oh my god, I might die right now. Which, of course, to you, it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to replay through all the same things that I just did. Hopefully, I will not forget. Looking to the stars, you craft the magic. The double doors at the end fly open, then begin to fall shut once more under their own weight. You dive quickly through, gasping for air. And I'm going to call for Korga to heal me. Ooh, that's quite a lot, actually. He heals for 6. Thank you, Korga. Yeah, we should be okay. All way it is. Yeah, we're really up there. You stand atop a short walkway between two towers. Night has fallen. You need to rest. A stone archway, or archway, passage holds a doorway, but the door has been bricked over. The work looks shoddy and rushed. Okay, let's see if I can use something from my pack. You open the pack and pull out the spear and begin to scrape away at the dusty mortar between the bricks. It comes away quickly in lumps. For just a moment, you catch the sound of muttering coming from somewhere nearby. Let's listen first. You press your ears to a gap in the mortar. You hear grunting, scratching, and the tearing of flesh. There is a thump as something is thrown against the wall, and what might be a bone snapping. Okay. Let's kick the wall. You kick the wall. It bows with a blow, mortar crumbling away. It is weakened. Let's kick the wall again. You kick again. The weakened wall does not crumble, but you do hurt your foot. You push against the weakened spot in the wall where you scraped away the mortar and it gives way. The bricks crumble inwards, leaving a choking cloud of dust. A moment later, two goblins squeezed through the hole in the wall, knocking you to the ground in their haste. It seemed they were bricked up inside the tower. Look inside the room first. The sight that meets your eyes is truly foul. The room within the tower is crowded with goblins, both living and dead. It seems they have been trapped here for some time. The walls and floor are sleek with gore, layers and layers of it. The goblins themselves do not seem to have yet noticed you. They are too busy rolling this and that way fighting. I'm gonna go on in. Stealing your courage. And with your hand on your sword hilt, you step inside the foul-smelling tower. Yeah, the goblin room. Holy crap. You step, well, quite literally in this case, except for the holy part. You step into the chamber. The smell is worse than you could have imagined. A few of the goblins look up from their rampart cannibalism to stare at you with slack-jawed expressions. How long have you been stuck here? I'm gonna cast the nose plugs things. I don't actually know what the spell is for, or the spell is. We got rock, which would be the rock demon. Don't want to cast that. We have the Yob, which would be a summon giant. That I have. How many of them do I have? I could summon that. These guys are probably going to be quite entertained fighting the giant, unless the giant kind of faces me. Then we have God over here, illusion of worship. Let's go with that one. Oh, hopefully they don't try to eat me because they love me so much. You move the starlight into order around you, and your jewel of gold begins to shine and gleam. The goblins nearest to you collapses to their knees, wailing and supplicating. With the crazed mob cowed by your spellcasting, you have a moment to ask. To act, I mean, not ask. You take advantage of the lull to race across the room. The door to the east is closed, and the door in the west wall is open. Open the east door. You try the door. It is locked. Your spell will not last much longer. If you cannot escape, you will be trapped in here with these creatures. Do I have a key? You try your keys in turn, but nothing fits the lock. Your spell gives out, and the goblins begin creeping up on you. You charge the door with your shoulder, and it shudders, but does not break. Goblins leap up, clutching your arms and chest in a frenzy. You are brought down, rolling along the sticky floor as more pile upon you. Pain flares up along your body as the crazed goblins stare into your flesh. Can I fight? No. You try to fight, but your limbs are pinned. The creatures already flaying strips of skin. You convulse as your gut is ripped open. Looking down, you see two fighting over your liver, shoving each other way away as they devour it. You open your mouth to cry out, but a beefy goblin kneels on your throat, fingers clawing at the sweet taste of your eyes. Long nails find their target and everything goes black. You have been devoured by goblins. You feel the cold veil of death surrounding you, but a moment later you find yourself moving. Upwards? You do not cast a spell, but rather, it casts you, pulling you open only to scatter you into the winds. What? Then you hit the ground in one piece, the road outside the door to the wheat fields. It is where you met the beggar, but he is nowhere to be seen. Oh, I lost 1 point of stamina. You pat yourself down. You are quite alive. What is more, you have all the possessions and gold and knowledge intact. The road runs past you, east to west. The night air is cool and good for walking. Okay. So that's how it works. If you die, you can of course rewind to the beginning, but if you die, I think I can go in there. You continue along the road. It must be morning by now. You have been awake all night, and you are weaker for it. You pass a side street leading off into a maze of smaller streets and alleys. Yeah, so let's go back over there, because I really want to go there. Okay, nothing really is happening. We should be fine. Road ends. Let's move on. As before, we go... this time around, I'm not going... no, don't collect anything. Okay, so I'm going over here, over to this tower. Man, move on. I wonder if I can still do that again. That'd be crazy if I could, because that'd be really crazy if I could. I don't think although I should try, shouldn't I? I should try. I really should. Okay. Finally, look at the time, move on, don't need to listen. It was kind of weird. It was really weird, and it's wasting time. I think it's wasting time, right? So I watched the dance first. The move is not a specific region posed, and I'm gonna dance along. Look for a partner. Force them apart. Okay, so I fall into a rhythm. The skeletal grip tried. I keep dancing. And I'm gonna, yeah, so I continue dancing over here. There it is. Oh, that's quite interesting. And I basically do the same thing I did before. I try to escape. basically just try to escape. It's not that bad. And then what did I choose after? I came back here, and there's a sleeping ram, which is gonna be a problem. I really want to go there. Oh my god. But that's actually quite good. I really want to go there, but this seems to be like a really serious test. I think I can keep trying this, though. I'm gonna back away. Yeah, because it's the only... Oh, really? What's up with you? Why do you go back here? Move on. Okay, so I want to go there. But apparently you need to go through this tower to get here. So this is the tower of the sleeping ram. This is the tower of the terrible thing that I really need to get out of here. So, look at the doors. Okay, it heals me up, but not completely. Look around. Sit down. Look at the floor. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm gonna try... Don't click that. I'm gonna try to leave. Leave. Did I pray for aid before? Pray for aid. I can't... Yeah. Cast a spell. So it's basically the weirdest encounter ever. Okay. So, I can sleep here, which would be an interesting thing, but I really don't want to waste too much time. I want to go to the nearby tower from here. Okay, so what I need to do there is I need to cast like a fireball or something. Okay, you cannot help but shiver. This is the chamber of the sleepless ram statue. And once more, it steps down from its pedestal as you enter and prepares the charge. Okay, so the only way to do this effectively, apart from knowing the song, of course, would be to cast the slowness one. It does cost one... He's already pretty dumb, so that's gonna be probably irrelevant. But it does cost one stamina, but I think this is what I want. So, you open the door. You tug on the far door of the chamber, but they do not budge. And then I cast a spell, which is the DOP, and it works well. Okay, so it's... I'm getting the hang of it. Pretty good. This is kind of weird, because, you know... You're basically replaying through it, but it's how the game works. You dive quickly through, gasping for air. So there's no downside to actually dying, at least not in this part. Why did the guy curse me, though? Does that mean that I can never die? I understand now. So I must die. I must die to be able to kill the Archmage. But he was protecting the Archmage, I think, maybe. Or maybe not. He did say... he might have been lying. But he did say the Archmage would kill him. So he forced me never to die. Although... There is another possibility, I'm thinking. So, I'm talking about the Necromancer that we met before. If he cursed me just because he had to do that and he didn't like that, and I must die to kill the Archmage, dying there with the Archmage, and if he triggers the fact that I die, and if he triggers the death of the Archmage, and then I trigger the spell and get back to life, just because he did that, so I could be saved, that's gonna be... It's gonna be how it goes. Maybe he was my friend after all. So I'm gonna kick the wall once, and I'm gonna charge the wall second. So look inside the... I don't know what I want to do, but I want to cast a giant. I think the giant might work here. No, not that one. Magical items. If I had two giant teeth, I have only one. So that's actually not that great because I want to keep them. But I want to keep them for precisely these things. But I think we're still very early in the game, or in this last part anyway. So listen inside the door. The sight that meets your eyes is truly foul. I'm gonna keep watching. As you watch, a new goblin pops into existence quite from nowhere. She whips her head around in confusion for a second before being tackled to the ground by 3 others. They snap her neck and tear her into her flesh. They eat her raw. The scene is repeated a moment later in another part of the room. There are clumps of air and teeth littering the corners. Okay, so this is a big problem. Stealing your courage and with your hand at your sword hilt to step inside the foul-smelling room. Okay. Oh boy. So attacking... excuse me. Attacking... Oh boy. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. A few of the goblins look up from their rampart cannibalism to stare at you with slack-jawed expressions. Okay, so that's as before. If I cast a spell here, a hot would probably kill me, but hopefully kill the... There it is, I can cast a spell. That's the thing. I can never tell if I can cast a spell or not. And I'm not really sure I like that mechanic. It's kind of weird. Anyway, we have the walk that provides me with a shield. That's kind of okay. A wall over here is probably gonna be not too great. I don't think I want that. And we have the dud, which is the illusion of treasure in. And if I can be told that it's gonna be the illusion of food, that would be fantastic, but I don't think I can do that. The rock demon here might work. It probably would destroy everything, probably including the tower. Then we have the huff, which probably these guys are nice and fed, nicely fed, so they're not going to be blown away by the winds. So the hot is the thing I really think I need. And then everything else, I do have a god. That's the illusion of worship. I can't cast another one, so I need to kill these guys. And then we have Gak, which causes fear, and that actually dispels after a little bit. And then we have Foff, which is a force field. But again, it's gonna dispel. So I need to dispatch these guys as soon as possible. So let's go with the hot and cook these guys alive, hopefully. You move the starlight into water around you, winding a fireball in your palm. You fling the fireball into the middle of the group of goblins, of the group, not a group, of the group of goblins, to explosive effect. This room is flooded with the smell of charred meat, and remaining goblins are distracted as they begin to devour their cooked friends. Or fellows, I guess. With a crazed mob cowed by your spellcasting, you have a moment to act. Okay, you need to go to the far door. You take advantage of the lull to race across the room. The door in the east is closed, and the door in the west wall is open. So you try the door. It is locked. Your spell will not last much longer. If you cannot escape, you will be trapped in here with these creatures. But I don't have a key, so I'm gonna retreat. You change your mind and give up on the far door, racing for the entrance you came in by. So... It healed me up for some reason. You're back on the wall between the two towers. From the tower behind you, you hear a sudden gibbering cry. A horde of ravenous goblins pour from the now open door and scatter in all directions. You have done a fine thing, Korga booms in your mind, and you feel his blessing move across you. I think I killed a bunch of goblins. Let's watch them. Where? In all directions. So it's. I think it thinks that I'm down here or something. And it might probably be. I mean, it's kind of weird that they scatter in all directions because it's just water. Korga is happy with me. That's fantastic. Or maybe each time I do a good thing, Korga heals me up a little bit more when I ask for prey. And I can pray right now. So let's just watch them. You stand back and watch as some hurl themselves off the walkway into the water. Okay, so it's good. While others scale the tower. None pay any attention to you. A few minutes later, the hue and cry is over, and they have all gone, disappearing into the distance across the college. With luck, you will not meet any of them again. Yeah. But the south tower door, which is that one over here, I think, because, no, actually it would be this one, because that's north, that way, is closed. Oh, the south tower door, okay. And no amount of kicking and banging makes it open. Yeah, I didn't do that before, so it doesn't matter. There is no choice but to turn back. The bricked up door hangs back, now all but broken off its hinges. Inside the tower, only corpses remain. The door to the east is closed, and the door in the west wall is open, which is where I came from. Let's search the goblin corpses. You rife a few of the goblin carcasses, but to no avail. These must have been sorry creatures. Normal goblins would rather die than live without a few gold pieces in their pocket. These ones do not even have teeth in their mouths, perhaps as a result of whatever magic conjured them here. Who was teethless? I think that was back in Carre, but was it the goblin army that was teethless? I think that might have been the case. Or, I don't remember, but remember the goblin army in Carre? Search the room, and I'm gonna try a key later. Ooh! You search the corners of the room, finding clumps of air and scraps of bones, the remains of the endless cycle of goblins that have occupied this space. But there are still no teeth. Then at the very bottom of a mess of hair and rags, you find something silver. Gingerly, you reach into the wreckage of bodies and pull upwards a long silver chain, from which hangs a small silver key. You try the silver key in the lock of the eastern door. It turns! You cannot help but laugh at the irony. The key was here all this time, but they were too busy eating each other to notice. There is nothing here but death. You cannot leave fast enough. Well, yes, indeed. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Saw, the first movie. But that's a little bit of a different thing because the key kind of took a different path, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen it yet. The first movie is actually, I actually like it, and the other one's me, whatever. But we're out of time for the day, so we're gonna continue on this, on 2 more towers over here. This is gonna be quite a journey, I tells ya. Anyway, for now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sorcery. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!